Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to be ranking all 4 Indiana Jones films from Raiders of the Lost Ark to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So, I'm just going to explain why one is better than the other. You guys already know the concept of these movie ranking videos, so without further ado, let's get started. Temple of Doom is by far the weirdest, the weakest, and the most disgusting film. It sure has its up points. I really enjoyed the Shanghai Brawl. That scene didn't need to be taken seriously. It was just fun. Pure fun. The minecart chase was amazing. Following to the bridge scene, that is also amazing. But this film is just so weird on so many levels. It starts off like really different from all the other films, like with the dancing and stuff. And also just, I don't know what made this film weird. I don't know if it was like the culture or the religion or something like that. I don't know. But this film is just so out of place compared to all the indie films. I don't know why. And that's one of the reasons I just find this film a little weird and just kind of out of place and doesn't fit with Indiana Jones. So yeah. It is the weakest. It is supposed to be a prequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it adds nothing to the franchise. It's just there. So Temple of Doom could have been kept out, but it's still a fun film. Some parts aren't fun though. Like the heart removal scene and the sacrifices. Those are pretty disgusting scenes and scary scenes. Also, like the whipping and stuff. Whipping people or hurting people, torturing people, that's not that fun and adventurous, but it does have a campy feel and an adventurous feel. Like, it has more of an adventure than all the other films. It's hard to explain. But yeah, this film isn't like too bad. It isn't bad, but it isn't like great either. Because I feel like indie films need to have some sort of adventure in them, and this film didn't seem to take that. So yeah, this film isn't bad, but it isn't great. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Temple of Doom. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull isn't a bad movie. I know everybody thinks that this movie is just terrible and stuff like that, but I actually enjoy it. The down points in this movie were the lack of violence. It was kind of disappointing that they didn't have any violence in this film. Like in Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade, they had really fun violence, like not too over the top like Temple of Doom, but just a good amount of violence. In this movie, they just avoid it. There's no violence at all. There's no blood in it or anything. So yeah. Also, the villain was pretty weak. That one girl, I didn't seem to really, hate her or anything. She was just kind of like there. But yeah, I did like the opening scene. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the warehouse chase scene. That was also pretty cool. I liked the 50s club brawl scene, and the motorcycle chase was pretty amazing. And I also liked some parts of the forest chase I liked, but I just hated how they used so much CGI. And that's another problem with this movie. They just use too much CGI and stuff, but yeah. The characters I liked. I liked Shia LaBeouf's character. I thought it was interesting and unique. Indy, I obviously liked. Marion, she didn't do anything in this film. But yeah, the plot is kind of weird, but the plot's not that great, but I can let it pass. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Raiders of the Lost Ark is a great classic Indiana Jones film. The practical effects in this movie are absolutely phenomenal. I think the practical effects in this movie are better than any other indie film. So yeah, the face melting scene was absolutely great. In this movie, the plot is pretty good. I actually really enjoyed, the arc and everything like that. So yeah, that was pretty good. the movie was slow-paced at some points, but there was action scenes to cover that and stuff like that. So yeah, the desert chase was one of the best Indiana Jones scenes I have ever seen. So yeah, the desert chase was phenomenal, and it was just a great. It was such a great scene, and it had so much tension because Indy had to get the Ark and stuff, and then he gets it, but then like not the Nazis go looking for it again, and then there's that one boat scene, stuff like that. It's great. That's what's good about stories. Like, it leads to action scenes that make sense and stuff. So yeah, the characters were great. Marion was a good character. Indy was a good character. I like Sala. I thought the characters were all great. So yeah, this movie is really good. A great classic film. So yeah, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is one of my favorite movies of all time. The variety of action scenes in this movie are absolutely phenomenal. It starts off with a great train chase, and then you go to the boat scene and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like the prologue of Indy at the beginning. That was pretty cool to see his backstory of how he got the hat and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. After that, it does slow down a little bit, but I still enjoy. I enjoy the slow parts because when they're talking about the Grail, it's exciting and you're kind of anxious to hear more about it. So yeah. Also, action scenes. When they get to Germany, that's my favorite part in the movie. When they like fight the Nazis and stuff like that. The tank chase was awesome. One of my favorite scenes was the tank chase. I liked the motorcycle chase. That was also cool. The plane scene was also really cool and funny. So yeah, the action scenes in this movie are great. Action scenes. So yeah, the story is absolutely phenomenal as well. I love the Grail as the story. That was amazing. The villain, which was Donovan, he wasn't the best villain. I didn't really see him as powerful or anything like that. But I do hate him in the end when he shoots Henry Jones. And of course, Indy has to save his father because his father just got shot, and the Grail is the only thing that can save him. So he goes through booby traps, and there's so much tension in that Grail scene, and it just really gets to you. And eventually he gets to the Grail room, but there's like tons of cups to choose from, and he has to choose one, which will make him live forever, and it will make him survive. Of course, Donovan drinks from the wrong cup, and he dies. So then there's even more tension on which one Indy's going to pick, and he picks the right one, and he chose wisely. So then, obviously, he revives his father, and it's great, and it's a perfect way to end the series. The ending scene was absolutely great. I love the music. It fits so well with the sunset and stuff like that, so that was absolutely great. It was a perfect way to end off the series. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull didn't need to be made. As much as I do enjoy Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, it was kind of pointless. Last Crusade just ended it all off. Indy's father finds the Grail, and they live happily ever after. So yeah, this movie is absolutely great. I love it, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time because of the tension, emotion, action. This movie has everything you need in an indie film. So that's all I gotta say about The Last Crusade. Thanks for watching this video. I'll be sure to do more videos in the future. I'm trying to get Star Wars 7 news updates every couple days a week and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Bye.